All right, and we're live. So, today, I'm going to be changing things up a little bit. I'm going to be starting authentication. I decided that my inventory project was kind of finished. I honestly, full transparency, was losing kind of a bit of steam on it. And so I made some last minute adjustments, added some basic data validation. You can see those changes on GitHub. They're there if you want to download them. So yeah, today I'm going to be starting with Auth and learning Passport.js with Node and Express. So, however, because I kind of want to get back into my React skills as well. So I'm actually going to be setting this up as a full stack example. So I'm going to be using this Auth basics to set up a full stack application with a client and a server side. And now for the client, I'm going to be using the same stack as I was using, which is just Vite plus React with TypeScript. And then I'm going to build the server with Node Express and Postgres, as I have been. Yo, Abdu, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. 99, yes. Stream 100 will be tomorrow. I plan on the stream's probably just going to be pretty similar to what I don't have anything special planned for it, but it'll be good. So I'm gonna get started with creating the GitHub template. You look older, do I? I'm not older. It's just different lighting, maybe. I don't know. I'm in my new apartment, so the lighting might be a little different. But I mean, I am older than I was, I guess, if you think about it. I don't know. I get older every single day. So what I'm actually going to do is I know there are full stack frameworks that you can try, but I'm going to set up my own React Node Express template first. Which is going to be, it would be a perm template, right? Pretty much. Like Postgres, Express, React Node. No, in a good way, like wiser. Interesting. I appreciate that, actually. I appreciate that. I also think, you know what it is, Abdu, too? As I do more and more of these streams, I kind of am more and more comfortable with who I am as a streamer and what I'm setting out to accomplish. So I think some of it is just confidence that I've gained from 5 months of streaming, nearly. And I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So I'm gonna say BenStack Pern template or something. That's what I'm gonna call it. A basic Pern template to build full stack applications. So I'm going to start by building out this template, and then I'm going to use this template to build our Auth app. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add do we need a README? Sure. We're not going to start with any template, and then we will add a git ignore for Node. I think that's probably everything we need, right? I don't really need a license. I don't even know really about what the licenses involve, so I'm just going to create this repo and then clone it. So, cool. I want to ask you for your opinion advice. Yeah, for sure. What's up? Okay, let's zoom in here, and then let's go into... I'm actually going to do this in a different folder. I'm going to do this in... I'm going to make the template in web projects. And then what do I have here? I might even make, actually, you know what? Social links, and then I'm going to do, I'll actually just probably clone it into here. Because this isn't really with the Odin Project necessarily. Okay, so now I can open that in code, and then I can put this over here. Actually, how many days left do I have on this guy? 4 days. Okay, so I'm using a new window manager called Rectangle. and I'm gonna actually probably buy the full version. I've been in the trial version and it's been pretty slick. Yo, gang, how's it going, JMac? Welcome, welcome. I am building a earn template, Postgres Express Node React, and then I'm gonna, or React Node, I guess, and then I'm gonna build a basic auth app. Yo, Yash, how's it going? But yeah, so I'm gonna be, this is actually the first full stack, truly full stack app that I'm gonna make. So it's gonna be interesting. I stopped learning web dev and I broke the streak. I reached day 40, I think it was, in the day I tried to make a very simple project that was very easy. Now I can do it. Now I cannot do it. I feel like this, I think it's called skill fade. Yeah. So that's actually, this is interesting that you bring this up. I think that the thing with that is again, when you don't practice a skill enough, you kind of get obviously rusty and you forget how to do certain things. However, if you go to relearn the skill, you'll pick it up a lot faster than you did the first time. So this is kind of a good example, Abdu, and I think, you know, I don't know, maybe you could take something from this, I'm not sure. But I'm going back and I'm making this full stack app to do with React because I honestly feel like my React skills are not as good as they were a month and a half ago. So I'm making this full stack so that I can practice both front end and back end, while also still kind of following the Odin project as an outline. However, as I say, we're kind of approaching the end of Rusty Rust mentioned. I love Rust. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get into Rust, but someday maybe. I don't want to redo it from A to Z. You won't have to. Abdu, trust me, it will not be as difficult as when you did it the first time. Relearning something is always easier than learning it the first time. Even if you feel like you forget, as soon as you're prompted, like as soon as you go and like start relearning, you'll be like, ah, I remember this. The circuit or the connections in your brain are still there. You just have to reactivate them. Trust me, it's not as hard as learning it from scratch. Okay, so let's stop waffling here. So web projects and then the Pern template. Okay, so then this is gonna be, I'm just gonna leave this basic Pern template maybe. And then I don't know exactly the file structure that is recommended here. Why can't that be reached? Source assets. Okay, so client is at the top level. All right. I'm just gonna guess here. You haven't used React in like 3 months? Nice. Well, I mean, you got your job, JMac, so you don't have to worry about it. Also working on this e-commerce project right now in the React Postgres 10 stack and backend and Rust. Nice, Ash. Where am I reading these auth basics? This is the Odin project. Okay, so I should give myself some time. May God bless, brother. Appreciate you, Abdu. Yeah, honestly, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. I promise you, if you go and relearn stuff, it will not be a big deal. So yeah, I'm almost done the Odin project. I've been using it this far, Yash, as kind of guide my learning. And I'm about a little over halfway done the last course in the Odin project. And then after I'm finished this course, I'm going to branch off and do my own thing. However, I don't know. There's some full stack apps at the end. I might do my own full stack apps. I'm not sure I'm going to do their example ones. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet, but you know. Okay, so we're going to make a new, not a file, a new folder. Jesus Christ. New folder, client, and server. Okay. And then inside the client, we're going to open a terminal and then get our Vite started. So I'm just going to go to Vite. And then I'm going to use pnpm for the package manager as well. So I think it's pnpm create Vite. And then there's a React TypeScript. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is just the template here. And then I think it's Vite and then template React TS. I think it's something like this, right? Because I don't think I have to do v at latest here. I think PNPM handles that. Great. How old am I? I'm 25, Yash. Here you can see a little brief bio here. Whoops. But yeah, I'm 25. I'll be 26 at the very end of this year. Okay. Okay. I think this will work. Actually, let's just verify that this works. npm create v. Create React TS Vite. Oh, PNPM. I haven't actually done it with PNPM yet. This is probably the right command. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, well, this is just like, I don't need this. All right, let's just try this. Oh, cool. Okay, React, TypeScript plus React compiler. Do I need the React compiler? React router. Okay, let's do TypeScript plus React compiler. Not sure. I forgot what the React compiler is. Install with PNPM. Yep. Cool. Nice, nice. So you're setting up a new repo right now? Yeah. So basically, what I'm doing, Yash, is I'm learning Auth basics. But to this point in my backend journey, I've been use TanStack router. Yeah. Right now I'm setting up my own like Pern stack. Like I'm setting up my own stack, just like which is Pern, like Postgres, Express, React Node, just so I could get some experience setting that up. But I don't know. For the router, I think I'll probably end up using React or TanStack. I don't know. I'll see. But it's just to learn Auth basics. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm setting up a full stack app because I want to learn how to do the front end and the back end in the same project. Because I've only ever been doing front end or back end isolated from each other, and I'm trying to integrate those together. Okay, so this should be live. That's good. I don't really want to... Wait, what? That was weird. Anyway, okay, so we have our client here with all of our bullshit. And we have another README in here. Probably don't need this README in here. And then we have our tsconfig app. Okay, so that's fine. And then I'm going to clear out all of the main here. So I'm going to get rid of the app. Actually, no. Index CSS app ts main. Okay, so let's just axe everything in the app. And then we'll just return a div. Or actually, it doesn't even really have a class. Oh, what's the app about? The app's just going to be a basic authentication portal. So basically, you're going to have to log in, or you can create an account, and then once you create an account, you can log in, and then you can see basically a protected page. That's essentially the entire app, right? It's just going to be basic just to learn authentication. That's what this full stack app is going to be, right? But I'm setting up a template so that in future projects, like for the next couple of projects, I can have this full stack template ready to go. Oh, you know what I created? Dash template. Interesting. That is not what I wanted to do. I thought that was okay. So that was so it's in a folder client and then template. Okay, so what I actually have to do is I probably have to do like cd template or something, and then I have to Can I do this? There. Oh wait, but that's, everything's not into... I just moved the git ignore out. Okay, so I just need to, I thought that command would work, but maybe not. Put it in the client. And then there should be nothing in template. Okay. Good. That's the problem. Alright, nice. Alright, have fun coding. I'll be back to working on my project. Appreciate you, Yash. Yeah, so I'm just kind of learning, learning authentication essentially, but I'm just setting up a basic template. Okay, so this should now work. What is our dev? Okay, so npm, or no, it's pnpm run dev. What's the problem here? No package JSON found. Why? Oh, because I'm in the wrong folder. What? Operation not permitted. Scander, run pnpm help run. This is kind of new to me because I haven't done pnpm for this yet. What is the problem? Oh, because this maybe? No, surely not. Let's just... Now it's like help, help. The fuck is wrong with this? EPerm, operation not permitted. What? The hell? Okay, so you know what? Why don't we just retry? let's just RMRF client and then oh wait, why am I in trash? Why am I in .trash? That's such a weird... What the hell am I doing in there? Okay, so cd, I didn't even know what file I was in. Web project / BenStack perm template, and then cd client, and then pnpm run dev, right? Okay, there we go. What the fuck? I was in the wrong folder. Okay, we're good. Okay, we still have the default styles, which I want to get rid of, right? So no app.css and no index.css. Okay, so that's fine. So now if we run this guy, well, if we open it again, oh, it's gonna try and import stuff, right? And then for main, we are not gonna import the CSS. There we go. Nice. And then now what I want to do, holy shit. Oh, we're just getting errors because of that. So let's just try reloading here. Okay, nice. Cool. Now, let's just say BenStack. Client. Okay. So it should be everything we need. Now, we just need to install elif lifecycle and failed. I don't know why that is. Okay, so now we just need to install some other dependencies that we're going to need, right? pnpm tailwind. We need to get tailwind in here. Let's just go to the tailwind docs, actually, right? Okay, so let's npm create, npm install, pnpm add tailwind. Should be the same. What the hell? Ignored builds. npm approved builds. To pick which dependencies should be allowed to run scripts. 18 deprecated sub dependencies found. Interesting. All right. Well, let's just see if Tailwind is working. All right. So then we need to go into our Vite plugins. We have plugins, React, import Tailwind. Tailwind, CSS. Right. What's the problem here? Oh, because we're never using it. Then plugins, Tailwind, CSS. Okay. And then we can import it into, oh yeah, we actually still do need that index CSS, don't we? That created in the wrong spot. Wanted it in here. Tailwind, or not Tailwind, index.css. And then we just import it. Now, if we import tailwind.css here, or not tailwind CSS, import index. And then now we npm run, or pnpm run dev. Why? Oh. Block files up to date, resolution already up to date, ignored build scripts, run pnpm approved builds. Okay, fine, let's just toggle this. Now does this work? Okay, looks like it did. Alright, so now this should, in theory, work. Okay, yes, it is working, because the font changed. So Tailwind is indeed working. Nice. Alright, so that should be everything I want for the client right away, or is there anything I'm missing? Let me think. So I have Tailwind for the client. What else do I want for the client? Oh yeah, router. Don't I want a router? Oh yeah, I guess I didn't really use React Router for this, did I? Because React Router is its own thing. I didn't think of that. React Router is its own framework. So maybe I use that instead. I completely forgot about the fact that the router was its own thing. So if I go to user obsessed standards focused multi-strategy router, is it a full stack web framework? This is designed for web. Okay, so remix. And there's tan stack router. But is this a framework? Yeah, can I do it with... I do it with pnpm. Let's see. This is npm. Go to React Router. Maybe I can't do this? Not sure. OSS projects. Okay, so Vite in here. Maybe we can't do that. Just kind of exploring here, guys. Okay, let's look at this tan stack thing. Oh, wait, where was that? Can you do this with PNPM? I hate this website. Like, very impossible to read. Blank starter. Okay, so there's nothing about like actually let's see, frameworks, React Solid, okay. There's nothing about like installing it. Yeah, quick start, npm, here we go. BenStack CLI, create router only. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I can't, I don't know. Let's try doing this. I'm just gonna, let's just wipe everything in the client and retry to make it. Because again, I'm just kind of playing around. I love how Z shell just makes sure that you don't delete everything, right? Or kind of make sure that you're sure about what you're doing. Okay, so now in the client, we can actually now create this. We can see if this works. Cool, but we'll take a 5-minute break first. So I accomplished effectively nothing in that 25 minutes, but that's okay. $99 days, yes, Varun, yes. We're almost at 100. Been quite the journey so far. Create wrap DLX. What's DLX mean? PNPM DLX. Oh, PNPX. Ah, I see. Okay. All right, let's do this. This is our thing here. All right, so the next session I'm going to be trying to get this working because I forgot that React Router was a standalone framework and React is just, anyway, whatever. Because I want to use the router, right? Ideally. So, although this isn't going to create React Router with Vite, then I wonder if starting project, create Vite test app, and then, okay, so we can name the app, I see. I love how this panda thing, I don't know what this panda thing is, but it's telling me how to do this. But I wonder if there comes with React Router, if React Router TS is a thing. React Router TS. Oh no. Vibe coding, not at all, no. I am teaching myself how to code. I have researched about data science relevant resume booster competitions and hackathons. I'm going to start prep for pre-required tool. Jump in and Kaggle. Interesting. What's Kaggle again? Kaggle's like a learning platform, right? What is it? Oh, no. It's for AI, right. It gives you like, it's like AI stuff. For like benchmarking and stuff, right? Yeah. I remember this. Okay, I've seen this before. Yo, Tyler, how's it going? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, I've seen Kaggle before. Seen this guy. So you've got like different benchmarks. Doesn't it also have, yeah, it has data sets too, right? So you can like, if you're making your own AI stuff, you can train on, yeah, like this is pretty cool. DNA methylation data, epigenetic biomarkers. It's pretty neat. So, am I hearing rain sound? Is that white noise? Yeah, it's rain. No, here, I can give you the link to the YouTube video that I'm getting it from. They have model things that really help with resume. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. But no, if you just join the stream, basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set up a full stack project template so that I can actually like make full stack apps and not use server-side HTML templating, because that's not really long-term sustainable. I don't think if I want to do a proper front end. So I'm actually diving right into full stack stuff. And then I'm going to be doing this like auth basics thing with full stack instead of just server side. So like it'll be client. There's going to be a client and a server. So that's kind of you know, that's what I'm getting into here. So all right, so let's create this. So let's do this here. Create Vite template. Actually, let's just do this like this, and then there should be a templating option, right? So we want React, then we want React router, but I don't know if this comes with TypeScript or not. That's the thing that I'm wondering. React router v7 TypeScript? Question mark? Yeah, because I want to use it as a framework, right? Because like if I do this and there's no TypeScript config like TS config or anything. Actually, I want to see what React router produces. I just want to see what it produces. Otherwise, I'll use the. Okay, so we get this here. Okay, so we do have TypeScript. Create React router at latest my React. Navigate to project directory, view the application, routing. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna trust that this works, and we'll see what happens. No, because we already have a Git repository. Install dependencies, yes. Oh no, failed to install dependencies. Why? What is the problem here? Try it again. Oh wait, it's not empty. What do you mean? Oh, I see. Okay. Wait, so did this work then? Or did the dependencies not get created? We have our app here. The routes. Okay, so then this should then, oh, because we don't have types. Dude, what is going on? Let's just see. Let's just try and run it. Yeah. Okay. Let's do ES build. Okay, so this seems to work, maybe? Okay, so it did work. But the problem is I don't like what is going on with this is Docker file in here. I don't really understand Docker stuff. I mean, I know what Docker is, but I don't know why this is in here necessarily. React router config. Okay, so it is TypeScript. Okay, so it is TypeScript here. Okay, so that's good. So let's go to the docs here. All right, so that's good. So this is, I think this is what we want then. So that's fine. These files is kind of a mess, but you know, it's okay. So import type route. Okay, so we can probably remove a lot of this shit. So this is our root. And then we have our routes defined. App, CSS. Oh, and it already has Tailwind with it. That's pretty neat. So Tailwind comes out of the box. Which is kind of nice. Okay, so then this is our home TSX return function meta. Not sure what this does. Oh, metadata maybe? And then welcome is under here. Interesting. Okay, so then this root. Okay, so we have our style sheet and the fonts here. Maybe that's for this. We have our outlet. And then that connects to here. I think I leave this as is, right? I don't think I touch this. Meta links, or although this is from meta and links are from where? Oh, renders all the meta tags. Ah, okay, so that's just default in React. And then links is okay. I just want to like clear this out and make it let's just edit this then. So we have React router. And then is this like a image here? Yeah, it looks like it. Ah, so this is the logo, okay. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm just gonna edit this to be reflective of what I want. Let's just return hello world here. Bunch of resources, holy shit. Okay. And then we can just get rid of all these resources that I don't need. Setting up this basic thing. And I can delete these. You're gonna yell at me somewhere, right? Welcome TSX. Oh, because we have these imports that we don't need. Okay. New React router app. Okay. And then our home. Welcome to React router. And then that's in the I'm actually probably even actually going to delete the welcome here. And then let's just return, let's just render something out here. Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah. Okay. Because I don't need this either. Name, description. Actually, I could probably just leave it. We have our home route. Then I think I leave this untouched, right? Okay, so we have our children, and then scroll restoration. Not sure exactly what that does. Renders the client's runtime of your app. It should be rendered inside of the body. Okay. I don't know. There's some stuff in here that I don't really know what's going on. And then this is an error boundary. Default. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. So that's very bloated, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay. So there's our client. I think done. I think it comes preloaded with everything we want. It has Tailwind. It has TypeScript. It has everything. So let's just initialize client, maybe. All right, and then now let's focus on the server side. So let's go back into our app here. And failed with exit code 30, whatever, I don't care. That's fine. And then we'll go into server, and then we'll do pnpm init. I believe, right? We have a server, let's just call it server.js. And then we have to, let's just open this up. I feel like this is all we need. npm add express tsx. I'll say node. Do I even need to add node as a runtime? Maybe. Let's just try it. Does that even do anything? Yeah, pnpm approve builds. For node, yes. Okay, so that's what we want. And then pnpm add express. Pnpm add TypeScript. Types node. Express. And then TSX. Yeah, I don't even need TSX. Maybe, yeah. Ignored build scripts. How do I get rid of this behavior? I'm going to approve these builds. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so this is now our server. And then obviously we need to create a server.ts, right? And then we need to import express from express const app or server maybe. Or do I say app maybe? I don't know, app. The convention. And then we're going to get our template here. Let me just look at my existing template. No, not that. Yeah, okay. So I want to use probably like, so what's the recommended, because the thing that I'm thinking here is when we're using a server versus a client, the client's going to have routes as well. So like what routes, because I know the server is going to have different routes, usually for like posting content, right? So I wonder then if we like create some sort of, like, what's the convention for like the root server route? Root server route in full stack applications. I honestly don't know. Like what the convention is. Like API, like I was thinking doing that, like /API, right? I mean, we can try that. Genuinely don't know. All right, let's just do that then. So if we do /API, and then we'll do our so we have hello from the server. Actually, we'll send it as JSON maybe. And then we'll listen. Actually, we need a port too, don't we? We'll listen on the port, and then we'll handle the error. There is one. If error, throw error. Actually, I'll call it error. Otherwise, we console.log server listening on ports, and then give it the link. Localhost. Something like this, right? So then they can click it in the console to open it. Now there should also be a TypeScript config as well, which is kind of weird because this is going to have its own TypeScript config and this has its own TypeScript config. I don't know. So let's try this. Let's try, so we have our package JSON. And then, so if we do dev, we can say that's npx tsx, or pnpx, can I do that? pnpx tsx watch server.js. And then we can do pnpm run dev. Nice. Oh, cannot get root. That's okay, because if we do /API, then we have our hello from the server. And then now the last piece that I want to do is I want to connect these two. We have our server running at /API, and then I want to fetch content in the client from the server. So I'm going to say initialize server. And then now I want to, in the client, I want to get the server data. I'll say like let's see, because I'm gonna have to do a use effect and stuff, right? This is gonna be a bit of derust. So I'm gonna have to get stuff from the server here. So say React fetch from API. I just forgot how to do this. Oh yeah, right. There was this whole thing about not using use effect, right? For API fetching, although I think we have to. Let's actually go back to the, I can actually go back to the Odin docs for this, right? So let's do API. Fetch data. CV application. How to deal with side effects. I could have sworn there was, oh yeah, fetching data, here it is. All right, so then now we have our, we can fetch shit, right? So let's say const, we have to actually get import use state, right? Let's just say server message set server, actually it's not gonna be, we don't really need a setter for it, I don't think. Oh yeah, we do actually, I'm stupid. Use state, and then we'll just say it's empty. Then we have to import use state. And then we use effect, right? It's kind of trippy to me that we don't have to. If I name home. Oh, maybe I can't do this syntax. Let's just say const home and then export default. Okay. Alright, so let's do this. So we'll say use effects. Well, again, I don't think this is the right way of handling this. Then we need the headers, right? So let's see, API headers, or not API, HTTP headers. I think it's content type application JSON, right? Content type. This is probably not what I want. No. There it is. This is what I want. Content type and then application slash JSON. Alright, so we'll just do it like this for now. I know there are HTTP API. Instead of having to use like a fetch, you can use like Axios and stuff, but I'm just doing it from scratch just so I have that. Okay, so then let's just say, where was that here? So fetch from localhost. And then I need to get the port somehow. I guess I can just like tacitly assume it's 8080. I could probably have this in an environment variables thing, but I don't know how I'd actually get those environment variables into the client, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so that's fine. So we can just leave it like that. We can fetch from API. And then here we can include our headers, right? Whoops. And then we can say content type application JSON. And then we need our .thens. Response. So response. We can do it this way, but can't we use async? I think we can use async await, can we not? I actually kind of like the async await paradigm. A little more here. Although maybe this is... Oh, then I could check that and I can say wait response of JSON. Okay, so let's actually do it this way. Okay, so let's say const fetch or let's say, I don't know. And then we'll do a try catch. We'll say, let's do a constant up here. And then we'll say server URL, and then slash API. And then if res.ok, throw new error, response status, or server response status. Res status, and we'll say const result or response. And then what we'll do is we will set server message to the result, right? And then we will render it. Actually, we'll render it as another heading. Server message, right? That's fine. So now we should get a hello from the client and a hello from the server, I believe. So the server's running, and then I can have another terminal open with the client, right? I think I can do these split screen, no? It's not gonna let me, is it? Whatever, I don't really care. It's fine. And then we can see client. And then now I can pnpm run dev on this guy. And then now we should theoretically get a hello from the server and a hello from the client on the... Or maybe not. Okay, so we're getting the hello from the client, but we're not getting the server message. Oh, because I'm not running the server fetch function, right? That's part of my problem. Program reload. That should work, right? Something in the let's check the console here. Access to fetch at HTTP localhost 8080/API from origin has been blocked by CORS policy. Oh. The fuck? CORS policy. Okay, so it tried to fetch it, but then it didn't let it. But I think there's something we can do about that. I'm fairly certain. CORS policy block frontend. Is the CORS install on the client or the server side? All right, well, I'll dig into this after the break here, because it looks like there's probably some sort of thing I have to install. I don't know why I can't split these. VS Code, bro. Like, let me put this. Ah, there we go. That's what I can do. We have our server over here and our client here. Program reload error, no route matches URL. I don't know. Anyway. Hope everyone's having a good Friday evening. I know it's kind of, you know, probably folks are out doing more exciting things than trying to build a full stack template, you know. But you know, it is what it is. I've got to run in an hour or so. But anyway. We don't need that. We don't need this. And then the other thing is I want to, well, it'd be nice if I could change this to the BenStack logo. That would be kind of fun. I guess that's a ICO file. I don't know. Well, I'll look into doing that as well. Okay, so let's get into this CORS problem. CORS policy. Actually, what if I just like take the error and I copy paste it? Okay, so then let's see here. Content type. Oh, and then okay, so we can actually add that to the header. Can we not? Okay, so that's cool. CORS proxy, CORS preflight. I still don't really know what CORS is. Cross origin. Resource sharing, okay. HTTP header-based mechanism that allows server to indicate any origins other than its own from which browser should permit loading. Request header of node is origin, which shows the invocation. Now let's see how the server responds. Access control, origin. Where do we give that? Oh, so we give that. Okay, so this is in the request, right? And then we give it an origin as well. But is the origin the client? Suppose web content is at foo.example from domain bar.other code of the sort. Okay, so foo.example. That's so the origin then is so then what we would do here is we'd say fetch. Oh, but then we need the headers. We need to include the headers. Right. So we need to actually give it headers. How do I do that on the fetch API? Actually, I'm going to open up a new fetch API. Wait, fetch.url. I want to give it headers. Let me give it headers. Okay, so that's just all it is then. Okay, so that's just like we give it an object here. Then we'll just say headers, content type, application, JSON. I wonder if that by itself fixes it or if I need to include the origin thing. And then maybe a method as well. Like we're using the get method. And then, oh yeah, inside of, we don't really have a router. Oh yeah, but we did API get, app.get, sorry. So that's the router there. So this should be fine. Okay, so it's still giving me issues. Access fetch from origin has been blocked. Okay, so it's the same thing. Failed to fetch at server fetch. So you don't use AI for learning? No, I don't. Mahin. Failed to fetch. Type error. Yeah, but it failed to fetch because of the block. No, access control, allow origin, header. This is what I had. Access control, allow origin. How to do that? Maybe I have to give it the origin. Any specific reason? I think, honestly, it's half because I personally don't trust AI as much as maybe a lot of other people do. And the other reason is because, you know, I think what makes senior developers really strong is the fact that they taught themselves in a pre-AI era where you had to actually like think critically and look at the resources yourself and read, you know, documentation instead of just the AI. Like you have, oh, I'm stuck. And then the AI just feeds it to you. Building that muscle memory. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, headphones on, what the helly? Yeah. So basically, these headphones I've had for like 3 years, but the Bluetooth adapter in them is shit. So I have them wired. I have active noise canceling on, but I have them wired into my MacBook. So. Wait, did the fucking... wait, hold on. Did the green screen out the head? No, it didn't. I thought the green screen like made the headphones go all weird. Yeah. So, but I'm too cheap to buy new ones because I don't care about Bluetooth that much. And then this way, I don't really have to charge them as often because I'm just using the ANC. Anyway, so yeah, I just use them wired. I just got this, you know, aux cable off of Amazon for like $10 because the one that came with my headphones wasn't long enough. But anyway, so yeah, but to basically, you know, go back to your point. or what I was talking about is, yeah, I think learning with AI is kind of like a cheat code that doesn't really teach you the fundamentals in a strong way. I'm not against AI. I'm not against using AI eventually. I just want to have the fundamentals locked in before I start adopting it into my workflow. Headphones I'm using right now are 10 plus years old. They're HyperX Cloud 2s. Nice. Yeah, these are Bose Quiet Comfort 45S, 45 something. Yeah, exactly. I'm not like anti AI. I'm not like a Luddite. I'm not like whatever. I just want to build these skills myself so I know what the hell I'm actually doing. Because I feel like a lot of these vibe coders are jumping in. They have no clue how any of the shit that AI is making works. And then when their app breaks, they're literally fucked because they don't know what's going on. Whereas like if I am working with AI, like 2-3 years from now and something breaks, I can go in there and fix it. Bose are nice AF too. Yeah, I really like Bose. But yeah, I've been a Bose person since probably 10 years, probably 10 years. I had the Bose Quiet Comfort 25s like forever ago, which were only wired. I wore the shit out of those in high school. Like on the bus and stuff. I had my Bose. But yeah, I was a student, but I'm not anymore. You can actually have a little, if you want a little introduction to who I am, you can read here. And I also have a FAQ here, Mahin, in case you're curious. But I was in school for 7 years and I have a CS degree. But I have not been a student for the last year. I graduated in 25. You have a pair of Bose noise canceling headphones. They're wired and that, but I got caught in a rainstorm with them. They got soaked. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I had a pair before I got AirPods, just because I'm like an AirPods fanboy. Unfortunately, I know. I won't beat the Apple, ass kissing allegations, but I like AirPods. But before that, I had these Bose earbuds, and I put those through the washer like 3 times by accident, and they were fine. They were resilient as hell. They looked stupid in my ears, but I just can't beat You can't beat AirPods, man. AirPod Pros are just too good. But they hurt my ears when I wear them for too long. Okay, so then anyway, so we have this, and then I need to include I think if I do origin, I think this will fix it. Do I need to do this as a string though? I probably do, yeah. And then what's the 5173? You're never beating the allegations now, bro? Nah. I don't really care though. Oh, fuck. Okay, so we're still getting blocked here. So that somehow didn't fix it. Is there any other thing that I'm missing here? User agent. Oh, and then the host maybe. I don't understand what's going on here. In response, the server returns header with access control allow origin, which means that the resource can be accessed by any origin. Now, I wonder if... oh, so we need to do maybe a mode. Maybe mode? I wonder if that's something. I'm just trying shit and seeing what hits, Okay, so let's try this then. Okay, still the same issue. I don't want to use this GitHub solution. It's just lacks of the access control. You can still get things to work. Oh, I can add a header to the response from the server. Cores server or like node express. I don't know how to do this. Let's see. Cores middleware. Oh, that sets cores response headers. Okay, so this is what I want. I think. Because I want these response headers, right? So let's try this then. So in the server, let's go Let's go, let's actually, wait, let's join, let's do the server, and then pnpm add cores, right? Okay. And then we'll import it. And then app.use cores. I don't know what I'm doing here. Res.json web server listening on port 80. Tried connecting with you on Discord. Seems the link isn't working. Interesting. Try this link. I also do have I have a Discord server, Mahin, with 170 plus members as well. But yeah, you can send me a friend request on Discord. Try that link. Sometimes it doesn't work for people. I don't know why. If that doesn't work, I'll make another link and send it to you on the break. Okay, so then does this work now, I wonder? Ah, it does. That actually fixed it. Okay, so then if I look at the network, then I should see the response probably has that application thing, doesn't it? Where is it? There's it. Okay, so post. Oh wait, no. From the fetch. Oh yeah, it's here. Access control allow origin. Here it is. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, I officially made. This is a full stack. I think it's not a good app, but it works because we're getting this from the server. Ah, it works, guys. Okay, there's our template. Amazing. Okay, all right. So now I can say connect server to server and client or something like this, right? Cool. So there's my template. You're free to use it. Actually, wait. I want to add the thing. What was it? This is just ignore it. Okay. I want to add my BenStack logo to this. Favicon creator? I don't know. Generator? PNG to ICO. It's good, but it's not good, but it works. Canon Devlore. Yes. I mean, I don't know, guys. This is a basic. It's a basic full stack earn template, right? So, Favicon generator. Okay, so let's get my. Whoa. Let's bring this over here. Let's get my logo. Where's my logo? Panel assets. BenStack logo, isometric. Okay, let's get this guy in here. And we'll get, I don't know what favicon size this is. What are the details here? Let's see, get info. It is, it doesn't say what size. Oh, 48 by 48 pixels, okay. So what sizes do we have here? I'll just download all of them, I guess. Okay. Also, if you see VMware there, I was dicking around with VMs. So, oh, favicon. Is this the 48 by 41? Perfect. Okay. Now I can copy this and then I can delete this guy and paste this in here. What? Copy. Don't let me paste it. Are you serious? There we go. It's pretty bad, but it works. Now this should, hey, we got our BenStack. Cool. Practicing with Linux on the VMs? Yes. Actually, because I've been having, I don't know, I've been having issues with, and I'm gonna do some Linux streams eventually. I want to do some Linux streams. I found a probably after day 100 or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna probably like do some Linux, like live Linux VM installs. Like I found this one. I know you mentioned Void Linux, but I also found another one called Alpine Linux, which looks cool. Very minimal distribution that I was kind of want to play with on installing and stuff like this. So I don't know what I'm really doing, but I'm just kind of seeing what looks neat. So there's that one. I also want to like, I have to try installing Arch, you know what I mean? Alpine is good, yeah. I'm not saying it like, I just want to try installing shit. Like I don't even care if I like use it frequently. I just want to like go through the install process and like set shit up, because I feel like just the install process for a lot of these more difficult distros is it teaches you a lot, right? My Twitter friend built the whole OS around Alpine. That's awesome. Yeah, I like it because it's so light as well. Like I might honestly put Alpine on the ThinkPad. I don't know for sure. I haven't. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm you know, learning. Okay, let's just update favicon. Okay, cool. So there is our there's our template, right? Cool. So now I can go to, so I spent like most of the stream just building this template. Drop off for now, join your Discord, we'll join later. Appreciate you, Mahin. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Have a good night/morning, wherever you are. Okay, so let's go back to GitHub and we will make this a template here. Linux is Linux. They all have the same end result, so just use whatever you want. Yeah, so I've actually been having difficulties with, oh, you know what? I actually want to like use, I don't know why there's Docker in this, but it is what it is. I actually want to use, I want to update the update README with it for this guy. Oh, and I also didn't need the README for the client. Yeah, so anyway, I have Ubuntu on my main station, right? But I've been having NVIDIA driver problems. So I don't like, I've tried to like uninstall and reinstall the drivers like a stupid amount of times, and it's still like, I don't know. And also for some reason, the default shell will not change from bash either. I've tried to change it to Z shell because I prefer Z shell, and it keeps changing, or it won't change. I've tried using like CHSH and I don't know, but it's kind of a pain in the ass, so I don't know. And like the snap package thing is kind of weird. I don't know. GPU do have very common limits, especially with NVIDIA. Yeah, exactly. Like, and I tried playing, I was playing Minecraft on it. I just use bash. Yeah, I don't know. I like Z shell only because it has the better completion. Change it to Flatpak. I don't know how to do that. That's the other thing. Is it possible to do that? I'm just gonna say, let's say client side. We'll say client. Last time I used Ubuntu, Snap didn't exist. Ah, I got you. Yeah, I was thinking of even just distro hopping. Oh, it's very possible. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking of jumping ship to something else, but I don't really know where to go because I want to still use like a distribution that's fairly beginner friendly, like for my main station, right? I don't know. I've just been playing around with it. I haven't had much time lately. Google how to change the package manager. Yeah, I will. I'll look into it. I wish there was like a free, but I was even thinking like Debian maybe, because like Debian, like I know Ubuntu's based on Debian. Try Mint. Yeah, I've heard of Mint as well. I've tried Mint. The only thing with Mint is it doesn't have Wayland, and I've heard Wayland is better than the other one, X11 or whatever it is. Do you know why AI now replacing its self-model by replacing internal coding? So when I asked it to AI, he answered, with that speed, AI will reach 150 to 1,000 IQ by 2030. I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe. Possible. I think 1,000 IQ is a little bit of a meaningless. I think IQ is a meaningless statistic. React router. Client. Actually, I'm just gonna say. I'll do it like this. client uses React router. Server uses, oh, and there's no, there's technically no Postgres server. Server uses node plus express. Package manager for both client and server is pnpm. Do pnpm init for, I guess it's just install all or something, like, or just be pnpm install. Okay. In both client and server folders to install dependencies. And then what's the other thing I have? No Postgres config. Does not include Postgres. It does not include. So it's not really a pern template. It's basically just an ERN template, realistically, but it doesn't matter. I don't really give a shit. Mint has Wayland support, but it's very experimental. IQ by meaning less for human, but not for AI. I'm an XFCE as desktop environment kind of guy. After 22.1 and 22.3, the foundational code to run Wayland is built in, but it's not optimized. Ah, I got you. Okay. Cool. I appreciate the I appreciate that, Tyler. I'm gonna definitely dick around with it more. And here's the thing. I don't really care about like wiping and rewriting my SSD because I think like those things are slated to be able to like be completely wiped like thousands of times, right? So if I like, you know, reinstall the operating system like, you know, however many times, it's not a big deal because I've already had to reinstall Ubuntu once. You know, so because this was great actually. I have a fun story about this, what I did. So I essentially, it's not as bad as with SSDs as HDD because no physical moving parts. Yeah, exactly. But basically I was trying to change my shell, and I edited, I probably shouldn't have done this because I was just like, okay, what happens if I directly edited like /etc/password? Like, so I tried to do like sudo vim /etc/password, right? I tried to do this. This is the classic beginner Linux, the no-no, right? And so I tried to change my entry to bin/zsh, right? And then, but the problem is I typoed it. So then when I tried to refresh my system, I couldn't even log on because it couldn't find a shell to use, and the whole thing just fucking broke. And then I tried to like go into a recovery shell, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna reinstall the operating system. But you know what? I don't really care because I learned a lot, right? Like I learned about it. I don't know, because I don't give a shit. Like I'm just like fucking around. Like it doesn't matter. But anyway. So, you know, you live and learn, but that's what it is. I don't love these colors. I don't know if I can like change the CSS here. I guess there's not really any. I guess it's just an application of this here. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Yeah, no, it's good. Fuck around and find out. Yeah, exactly. That's I'm like I was tinkering. That should be Linux's philosophy. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was doing it on hardware, which is probably a bad idea, but like again, whatever. Like I'm not really like using my workstation for much right now anyway. I want to eventually set it up for like doing some like indie gaming stuff like this, but I don't really have the time to like game on it anymore. So, and I do all my other work on my Mac, so like all my coding and stuff is on my Mac. Although I do want to get into Linux programming as well, like get into like just coding on Linux. But anyway, I'm going to go for one more session. It's going to be a short stream tonight. I know I probably should have, done a longer stream since it's number 99, but it is what it is. So I'll go for one more session. I'm going to then clone. I'm going to set this up as a template repository. There. So if you want to use my Pern template, there you go. The big 100 can be a celebratory one. Yes. Well, so that's slated for tomorrow. So I'll probably go for, well, at least my normal time. If not, it's 3 hours. I don't know. We'll see. Girlfriend's at work tomorrow afternoon, so that's the plan. It's also gonna be hot as shit here, I think, again. So I'm gonna not want to be outside. And then Sunday, I'm not gonna be streaming because we were originally gonna wait, but my girlfriend and I are adopting a cat. So, oh, really? Is it not? Yeah, but yeah, we're adopting a cat, which was kind of like random. Oh, it didn't. What the hell? See if this fixes it. There we go. Cool. Now it should be there. Sorry about that. I think Streamlabs like didn't find the source, the browser source for the Pomo. Like it normally does, but I guess it just didn't that time. Anyway, whatever. So we're adopting a cat. It's an older cat, actually. It's an older cat, needed a home. My girlfriend's mom told us about him. And we're like, you know what? Like we wanted to wait, but like he's older, he's already trained. So yeah. He's 7 years old. So yeah. Sunday, that's what's happening. I probably won't be live Sunday because we're gonna be bringing the kitty home. Because we were gonna get a kitten and then like wait, but nah. It's my girlfriend's mother's friend who like needed to adopt out this cat, and we're like, yeah, we'll take the cat. Exactly. That's exactly our philosophy. And like it's our first pet together, and like we figure, let's get a low maintenance guy, because like, a kitten's a lot of work. This dude just needs a home. Super chill. We've met him twice already. And then maybe we'll get another kitten in the future. Who knows? Or a dog or something. I don't know. My girlfriend's very much a cat person. I'm kind of both. I'm kind of more so dog. I grew up with dogs, but I like cats too. Anyway, yeah. So that's fun. So that's what we're doing Sunday. We're not even really fostering him. We're straight up just taking him in. And even though he's already 7, like a 7-year-old cat could still live another decade if he's healthy, right? Like 7 in cat years is not that old. So I don't know. It's exciting stuff. Like new apartment, cat. I prefer raising them from pups kittens, but I've had a few cats that were older and they're all good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think our next, if we do get another cat, because I don't want more than 2, but if we get another cat at some point in the future, we would get a kitten for sure. If it's an indoor cat. Yeah, exactly. It's an indoor. Actually, this cat has always been an indoor, and there was the request by the person that we're adopting him from that he remains indoor. And I mean, we live like 100 feet off the ground. He's not going outside. Right, like he's not getting out there. If he jumped, he would die off of our balcony. So he's not. I mean, actually, maybe he wouldn't, but I don't know. I feel like a 10-story fall would be quite something. But anyway. But yeah, indoor cat. It'll be nice too, because then like I work from home, and he'll be a nice little guy to hang out with. I think that happens often. Might not be good for him. Yeah. What's actually funny is like we're in this area of town that has like 3 vet offices like within a kilometer radius of each other. So like if we do need to go to a vet, there are plenty of options, which is nice. I think we're gonna keep going to the vet that he has been going to, because apparently there's this vet office that I guess the lady that we're adopting him from she's been taking him there, and so we're gonna keep going to that one even though it's across town. But I don't really mind driving, just because they already know him and stuff. So, I mean, that makes sense. So anyway, all right. Enough yapping about cats and such, but I'm looking forward to it. I've actually never owned a pet that was like totally my. Well, actually, that's not really true. I had like hamsters when I was a kid, but like my parents took care of them realistically. Yeah, be easier on them too. Yeah, exactly. Like I had like hamsters as a kid, but I wasn't really, they weren't really my pet. Like they were, but they weren't, you know. So I don't know. Let's call this Odin Auth example. Basic auth app built with just oops, no, and then we'll use a template, and then create it. So very cool. And then I'll probably just get started here. So I'll just like axe out this README. I'll just say like Odin Project Auth example. Built using this, what should I say? Go back to our dashboard. Go to Auth Basics. Built using the authentication. Link that. Built using the authentication basics article as a guide from I should probably link this guy too. And I'm editing right in GitHub, but it's easier. And I'll just go to like the main page of Odin here. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. All right, so now we can clone this code, and then cd the Odin project slash node git clone. Actually, no, I want to do it in, I'll keep it in Node, I guess, I don't really care. Then we'll open this. We got our install, and then cd server, npm install, and then we should probably combine these two. So I'll put the client over here, and then we'll say npm run dev, and npm run dev. What is the problem? Done error. npm does not manage package manager. Oh. No. That is not the... package manager here. The fuck? Okay, that worked, I guess. I don't know why that error happened. Okay, so we cannot get, that's fine. And then we can go to our local host here, and then we have hello from client, hello from server. Nice. So now we can actually build this sucker. So we're going to be working mostly in the server, I think. But, you know, we have both things. Okay, so let's also create a new database. Do we need to, doesn't, I guess it needs to be a new database, right? Set up a users table. So, let's do this. Create database. No, what are we gonna call it? Auth example. Oh, and then this. There we go. And then we can connect to it. Nice. And then we have no relations. And then we can set up our table. So we'll have our users table with ID. I forget actually how we did the... I guess we'll just do it as an integer or something. Generated UUID PSQL. Enable, okay, UUOS. Using UUIDs and tables. Okay, so let's try doing this. Create extension. How old is this, by the way? 2025. Okay, I'll trust it. If not exists, UUID OSSP. Okay. And then we have our username, email here. So create table, users. ID is a UUID primary. Actually, yeah. Default. And then generate. And then user name. Non-null. Password is, okay, so this is interesting. So we're going to be storing varchar 255. I think, are we going to even encrypt the passwords? I forget. Non-null. And then I think this, right? Public users, let me user D, users. So this should now work. Am I making a project or just learning techniques? I'm doing both. I'm doing both, Marco. I'm creating a project to, actually I can show you what I'm working on. But I'm basically making a full stack project to learn authentication in Node and Express. That's essentially what I'm doing. And I'm just setting up I'm just configuring the database for that right now. But you can see here, it is a full stack app. I just spent the first part of stream making this template. But yeah, this is okay. So that's fine. We need to install. Let's cd server. We need to install express session. Oh, I should have installed PG as well inside of the template, but that's okay. Passport, local. Cool. All right. Should I just use everything inside of the... For the moment, we're saving our users with just plain text password. This is a really bad idea. Yeah, of course. We're going to be using bcrypt. It's good. Hi. Sorry, guys. My girlfriend just got home. Okay. So should I even bother with a router? I guess I'll do it. Let's just do a router. Routers. We'll say index router. What happened? The alarm on our door just went off. I don't know why. Interesting. Import router from, or no, router. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Express, right? Spooky? Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that on the stream. But it's this like weird beeping sound. It was like, it's never happened. I've never heard that before. It's bullshit Wi-Fi connected walk. Anyway. Stupid. Anyway. Export default index router. We have this router, and then we'll do router.get API, and then I'll say request. So this is the, okay. Oh yeah, right. Type router. Can I use namespace router as a type? Okay, what did I do to do this before? Oh, it's index router. Jesus Christ, I'm dumb. Okay, that's fine. Okay. All right, so that's fine. We have a router, and then we can just use the router. App use the router. Oh, and you know what the index router is going to be? How do we do the router thing again? A lot of just going back and forth with this. Whoops. Yeah, it's just, okay, so I need to give it a route, that's right. So this should just be slash, because then we can say app.use index router for, or, right? Something like this. Okay, cool. And then we'll go back to our auth. Okay. Yeah, call front desk or something.
Sorry, I was trying to troubleshoot.
No, it's okay. I wonder if they have any idea. Okay, so what am I doing here? Oh yeah, we have the views. Shit, we don't need to worry about our views. Because we're not doing SSR on the server. App.use session. Alright, I'll just trust this then. Session, I don't know where this session's coming from. Is that imported from Express session? Where did we import that? Oh. Maybe I'll put this here. Okay, so we have our session, which has a secret. Okay. Cats. It's a good secret. Resave. False. And then save uninitialized. And then we'll use the session. Not sure what this is. App.use passport.session. Then we need to import passport, right? How's it going, Kyle? Welcome. And we need local strategy. I don't know what that is either. .strat. I don't know if this works. You're good? I'm glad to hear. I'm doing well as well. App.use, and then we have to use this URL encoded thing. Okay. So that should be everything needed to set that up. I still don't know what this local strategy thing is. I guess we'll find out. All right, and then let's get that. Let's get the DB connection in here. You already subscribe and like. Break a leg, brother. Appreciate that, Stofair. What am I learning right now? I am learning basic authentication with Node and Express in a full stack app. I'm just making a basic full stack authentication, like account, like login, like sign up, login, essentially. But it's got a client and a server. It's a full stack. That's cool. It is the BenStack, if you will. Sorry, that was cheesy. But okay, so that's fine. What do I need to do for this? Okay, so we have the home here. So we have okay, so let's make a sign up form. Okay, so then we'll have a sign up route. So we can do that in the client side. So that should be everything for the server now. Okay, so I should probably just make it server initialize I don't know, passport setup. I don't know. Something like this. All right, and then now let's do the client. I didn't actually do the database connection yet, but that's okay. So let's go to the client app, home.tsx. Okay, so we don't need any of this server fetch stuff. Although I probably will save this somewhere. So we don't need this. anymore. Do you think CS fundamentals, operating systems, computer networks, OOP is important for web dev, or are important? I think they certainly help, at least for me. I think, and I think that with the fundamentals specifically related to DSA and even some of the math stuff that you do, I think it's good just in the sense that you learn how to problem solve. How long have I been studying coding? I've been studying for a little under 3 years, Kyle, but I've been doing web dev only since the end of January, so about 5 months. A little less than 5 months. But yeah, I think they're important, if not just to understand like how the computer works, the terminal, as well as just problem solving ability, honestly, like in a technical programmatic like environment, right? So that's kind of, I think important. Okay, so this is good. So let's just do hello world here. So this should just now say hello world. Good. So then we need to make a sign up here. So then we have the routes, export defaults index routes / home.csx satisfies routes config. Where's routes config? Oh, I guess it's just a thing that we import here. Index satisfies our config. And then how do we do other routes? I don't know. Let's go to the React router documentation. Okay, so we have a router config, then we have some path and then some file.tsx. Okay, so that's the pattern, then that's how we do it. Makes sense, yeah. I think I've developed more love for the subject as well after studying CS. Yeah. Or OS, sorry, operating systems. Yeah, I think, honestly, I think I'm more into programming than I've ever been. Like, I did my CS degree over 2 years. I'm not sure if it's Mark or Marco, but I'll call you Marco. Or if it's Mark O. Nico. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, honestly, yeah, because school was really stressful. It didn't really give me time to enjoy the process or anything, but now I can kind of enjoy it. Okay, so we have the index. Took programming classes a couple years ago. Nice. So index home tsx route about tsx. Okay, so this, we can do this like this then. And then we do a route, and then let's do a sign in. Is this sign up or sign in? Sign up. Okay. And then our so let's do signup.tsx, and then we'll just set up a basic export function or export signup. Wait, what? Or not export, sorry, const, and then export. And then that's, okay, so that's fine. And then we'll do routes. Route, and then some, I need to import this, I think. And then we'll say slash signup. Is that what it wanted me to do? Sign up, yeah. And then we connect this to the file like this, right? So route slash signup.tsx. Actually, although I think, does this not need to be capitalized? I think it does. Then needs to match the file name. Okay, so we'll just say that. Then let's just like put something in here, right? Let's just do to do sign up, and then if we go to sign up, it works. The router indeed works. Okay, cool. So there's our sign up page. All right. So I think it's just gonna be a short stream today. So I think that's actually where I'm gonna end it off for today, unfortunately. But yeah, because I got some stuff to do here. But don't worry, I'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon my time. 1 p.m. You took a break from college to work full time? That's understandable, Kyle. But yeah, I'll be live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. Join the Discord if you want an update or updates for when I'm going to go live. It was nice watching you code, so tired of vibe coding. Yeah, I totally agree. Money reasons? Yeah, exactly. That's fair. I understand. And totally, like, it's you're not behind if you had to wait a couple of years, really. Like, there's no, you can start at any point. It's never too late. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I'll be live tomorrow if you want to join me. Have a great night, folks. Subscribe if you want to see more of my content, and I'll see